Welcome to Times of Nigeria Weekly Rundown. I'm Ndifreke Okon, and here are the stories making the rounds this week. We'll begin with a major shakeup in the opposition. Peter Obi and Kwankwaso have officially exited the African Democratic Congress. The move comes as political parties begin internal realignment ahead of the next electoral cycle. Meanwhile, a shadow looms over the education sector. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, (ASU), has signaled possible strike action. The union is citing unresolved agreements with the federal government, raising fresh concerns for students and parents across the country.
Issues are far from being resolved, and the government needs to address them immediately in order to avoid another preventable interruption of the academic calendar and the concomitant suffering for students, parents, and the entire country. For the avoidance of doubt, we wish to reaffirm that several critical matters remain unresolved.
Turning to security, where Nigerian troops have neutralized 9 militants in the northwest. The successful operation resulted in the dismantling of a major terror cell and the elimination of key militant leaders. In the south, the Oyo State Police Command had successfully rescued an abducted farmer after a fierce gun battle that left one robbery suspect dead. However, the week also saw disturbing reports of domestic and violent crimes. In Rivers State, a man is in police custody for the alleged defilement of his neighbor's teenage daughter. And across the Atlantic, a Nigerian national is facing up to 20 years in a United States prison following a high-profile fraud conviction. Finally, it was a historic week for English football on the European stage. In the Champions League, Bukayo Saka has fired Arsenal into their first final in 20 years. Not since 2006 have the Gunners reached the pinnacle of European football, and the North London side is now heading to the final with the momentum. In the Europa League, the king of the competition, Unai Emery, has done it again. Aston Villa blew Nottingham Forest away with a 4-0 victory at Villa Park, overturning a first-leg deficit to set up a final clash against Freiburg on May 20th. And the celebration continued in South London. Crystal Palace have made their first history by reaching their first ever European final. The Eagles east-passed Shakhtar Donetsk with 5-2 aggregate win to secure a spot in the Conference League final against Rayo Vallecano. That is the weekly rundown for today. Stay tuned to Times of Nigeria for more updates. I remain Ndifreke Okon.